Hey friends, good morning. Happy New Year. It's the last day of 2021. I'm trying to see here if I can see everybody's comments. So if you're on right now, drop a comment so I can see if I can see it. Where's everybody at? What time is it? I am in North Carolina, so it's right at 10 a.m. here. Hi, Monica. Happy New Year's Eve. I can see your comment. Yay. Hey, Ashley. Ashley's in my area, so I know what time it is there. All right, let's wait a few minutes. I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna do one of those LuLaRoe videos, and I'll sit here and say, let's just wait till more people join us. I know y'all have seen that TikTok video. Hey, Bobby. Bobby's in my office. Hi, Kylina. Awesome. 9 a.m., Monica. Where are you at, Monica? Must be, what, Central Time? Hi, Kimberly. Happy New Year. I guess Happy New Year's Eve because tomorrow's New Year's, right? Or do you say Happy New Year's on New Year's Eve? Texas. Oh, okay. It's only an hour difference. All right, so today we wanted to talk about Facebook posts and Facebook ads because I saw a lot of people in the group talking about lead generating and stuff. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Facebook because when I started real estate, I got almost all of my business from Facebook. And even today, it's still like a really great source. And I know, people do a lot on Instagram and TikTok and all that other stuff, but Facebook is really kind of like the OG one that I feel like you can really get in here and talk and get together a little bit more than you can on some of those other platforms, especially with like the groups. I mean, look at us here, right? So that's what I did, and I want to just talk a little bit about how you can use some free lead generation stuff on Facebook as well as the paid with the Facebook ads. So yesterday, it's actually kind of a coincidence that this whole Facebook lead stuff and the Facebook ads we're talking about this week because yesterday on the podcast, we actually talked about the Facebook ads. So if you didn't listen to that, go check that one out. I'll drop a link in the comments later today. But I'm gonna just touch a little bit about that sort of stuff and also the like what I used to use as the posts. So I wanted to share my screen, but I don't know how in the software that I'm using right now. So let me see if I can find it. And if not, then I might have to switch something up here. All right, it's not gonna do that. Okay, so I have a picture that I posted in reply to one of the comments earlier this week that I used to run this post and used as an ad as well. And it was probably one of my most highly converting ones. It was basically like a first-time homebuyer program is what the post and the ad were about. And every year I would change like the wording on it and stuff. So the picture that I have, and I'll post it, maybe I can post it right now actually, it says 2018, 2019, but that's, you just change it every year for whatever year you have. But what it is it's basically just says like, hey, if you want to learn more information about our 2018-2019 first-time homebuyer program, let us know. And then every response that I would get I would send an automated email to, that basically had like my preferred lender and everything information in there. And even though everybody doesn't, qualify for a first-time homebuyer program, or that might not even be the best one for them, it's just a great lead generation to get them in. And then in the email, I would specifically say like, hey, I work with a bunch of lenders who offer multiple different types of loan programs, and they're going to find the best one for you because, right, that might not be the best one for them. And they might not, have the right credit, or they might own another property, different things. So getting them with the lender to see which program they qualify for best would be that way. But the post and the wording and everything worked really good. And it was also like a really good thing to share in yard sale groups or community groups. Now, obviously you have to be really careful about the rules, because that's hard. Everybody's rules are different in every of the community groups and the yard sale groups, but it's still really perfect to get lead generation in there. Now, some of the stuff that we talked about on the podcast yesterday was the fact that a lot of agents do a really good job about creating posts for social media like Instagram and Facebook, and just making like, hey, if you want to buy a house, call me. Okay. But the problem with all of that is that unless you already have like a lot of following and stuff, who's going to see that stuff, right? You're just putting it out there hoping that the world finds it. And that just doesn't work all the time. So you have to find ways to drive traffic to those posts, to those ads. So that's where, the paid ads come into. Now, there are a lot of agents and stuff who have a big social media following and always have more and more people joining them later on. And, they'll, get a little bit more leads and stuff out of posting the general information about, hey, do you want a home evaluation and that sort of stuff. But honestly, the Facebook ads is what's really going to help drive the traffic to your posts and stuff. Right? So a lot of people, they don't use the Facebook ads because they think that they're really expensive, and they're not, honestly, compared to a lot of other things like Zillow, Realtor.com, OpCity. Those types of paid lead generation can be significantly more expensive. Most of the time, the Facebook ads can be very cost effective and down to dollars or even pennies on the dollar. The best way to get the most value for your money when you're running Facebook ads is to let them run longer, because Facebook algorithm takes a couple of days to actually kick in. So usually the first couple of days you're not getting any leads, and you're also not spending any money, because it really does take at least those 3 days to really start getting where you want them to go. So they can be pretty cheap, $1, $4 an ad. Hey, Melissa. But yeah, it just really, you have to let them run a little bit longer. I would say at least a week if you can. Now you can pick, your cap for the whole entire thing. So if you want to run it for 7 days and you just want to do it for $10, that's fine. But really it's the days on the calendar that you need to let it run. And Facebook now does a really good job about placing your ads in multiple places and trying to make it perfect. So they'll do it on Instagram and Facebook for you now, which is really nice. You don't have to go to different places. So I'm just trying to go over my notes. So if I'm looking to the side here. One of the really big things that changed with the Facebook ads over the last couple of years that was a really big obstacle to overcome was the special ad category. So we used to be able to run Facebook ads, and you were able to target right down, you were able to niche it right down to age, location, very, very, very specific things. And now you have to tag anything with real estate or homes as a special ad category, and then it really limits what you're allowed to advertise to. It's Facebook's, equal housing opportunity situation for them to practice against discriminatory practices. But there are ways to overcome that. It's a little bit more broader areas, and you can't exclude and include the same targets that you used to be able to. But there's always ways around everything, of course. So some ideas for your posts for lead generation or the Facebook ads would be, you can do the home valuations for sellers, new construction list of homes, the first time home buyer program. You can do homes under a certain price point. So whatever your average price point in your area is, you can do like, homes in XYZ for under $200,000. In the summertime, it's really great to do all the homes in the area that have a pool. You can do a list of all new homes within the week or 24 hours in this market probably. Just vacant land for sale so that they can build their dream home. And you can also just do a general lead generation one of like building your newsletter or just, building up your database. So whatever that is that you want to offer, a relocation guide, recipes, hotspots, anything like that to just get general leads in so that then you can nurture them. Now, when it comes to those types of posts, you need to be able to create some sort of landing page, squeeze page. So you do not want to be using from your MLS system, okay? Because when people click those links, say you're doing that one of like the $200,000 houses and under, if somebody clicks that and they just go into your MLS, you're not getting their information. You just gave them free information and you're not getting anything out of it. So if you create landing pages, they have to sign up for it with their information in order to get that list of homes, right? So most CRMs these days offer landing pages and squeeze pages. So does anybody have those in their CRMs right now? Do they know what they are? Or does anybody use any other systems? Listings to Leads is a really great third-party site that does the landing pages. Does anybody use landing pages? So sometimes people, okay, Laura does. Yep, Kalina, okay. See, those are good. Yes, but I don't know what I'm doing. I understand. A lot of CRMs now have them built into them. And if yours doesn't, it's honestly probably time for you to find a new one. I use kvCORE, our whole team does, and I really, really enjoy it. And honestly, like, we don't even use it to its best because it's so robust and it's time consuming too. Monica, you have them, but you don't use them. Yeah. So this is something, that you might want to start using, and you can start just trying it on your, business page, your Facebook business page and stuff now too. But these are really, really good because, like I said, people have to sign up for them, and that's what you want. That you want to get those leads in there. And then the next thing, once you get them into your CRM, is to set them up on some sort of automation and drip campaign so that you're constantly nurturing them. And again, that's something that should be in most of you guys' CRMs. If you need advice on some CRMs and stuff, just shoot me a message. I've had a million different kinds. Some are good, some are really crappy, and then some are amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna go, I lost my place here, of course. And I go back here to my notes. But there are limited stuff that you can post for lead generation stuff, but the best thing is always to have something that you can give someone. Come from a place of value always, because if the post that you guys are posting is like, hey, if you know anybody that wants to buy or sell, send me a message, they're just going on deaf ears. You really just have to give them something that they want. Okay. Facebook is a great way to get an endless supply of leads on autopilot. It's just always been that way. If you are not tech savvy and you don't even want to do it, you're too busy and it's just not your thing, and you know when to let it go and move on, that's okay too. There are a lot of people out there that have ad agencies and will do your ads for you. There's also virtual assistants, and VAs are like huge in the real estate industry, and they can be very beneficial. I will say that that's something, if you decide to use a VA for any of your social media stuff, you really need to check their work and stuff, because a lot of them do not, hi Michelle, a lot of them do not do everything that they say they're going to do. You know, they do say whatever they can to get your business, but sometimes it's, you get what you pay for. Okay. And I have had good experiences with VAs and not so great experiences with them. So make sure you do some sort of trial, ask them for their pieces of their content and that sort of stuff, and look at, you know, what they've done for other people too. But again, you know, there are ad agencies that will do your ads for you, and do the same thing with them. Ask them for proof of everything that they've done, because you want to be able to see it. You really have to make sure that your return on investment is going to work for what you're spending, because if you're going to be paying them for a bunch of stuff and you're not getting the leads and the commissions and stuff that you need out of it, it's not going to be worth it, right? Okay, so how many people have used Facebook ads or even boosted posts in the past? And what does your results look like from that? What kind of targeting were you doing? And have you done them since they changed it with the special ad category? And if you haven't done Facebook ads, have you done other paid ads for Google or Instagram? So it doesn't seem like very many people have done the Facebook ads yet. So this is something that I highly encourage y'all to do. You have to have a business page, not a profile, not a separate business profile. It has to be a page, okay? You have to have a business page to run the ads. Okay, so Michelle has been offered real estate, planning to set one up and start running it. And actually, she got some responses and stuff. That's good. Oh, and Kimberly, she used to do them for a team that she worked with, so she probably has some good experience with the ads and stuff. And you can actually run, you know, multiple ones at a time and see what, you know, works the best for you. And the Facebook artificial intelligence is kind of creepy and crazy right now, but it will tell you and be like, hey, like your photo is not optimized good for this ad, which is kind of weird. And it will tell you that you might want to change your picture, which is super creepy. But, you know, with all of that being said, I encourage you to create a Facebook business page. For one, you should have one anyways. Okay. Kimberly says it shouldn't get a lot of leads from it. It was more, okay, so I did skip over that in my notes. There are a bunch of different types of ads to create when you're setting up your ads. And I'm not talking about like the picture and the content, wording, that sort of stuff. There's different types of ads that you have to select from when you're creating those ads, right in the same places where you're selecting that special ad category. So the ones that you guys would really want to focus on would be traffic and lead gen. The brand awareness or engagement type of stuff would be more to get likes for your business page, that sort of stuff. But the traffic would be to drive people to your website and that sort of stuff. The lead gen would be the ones that you would really want to focus on. And you get to select what type of ad you want to do when you're setting that up based on what kind of outcome that you want. And there's also a way that Facebook will collect those leads for you, and then you have to go in. It actually gets kind of complicated that way. It's kind of a pain in the butt. But they will collect the leads for you, and then you have to download them. But honestly, like running them to your landing page that will collect their information is the best way I have found. So the traffic one, and not doing the engagement type of ones. Now, if you're just starting your Facebook business page and you don't have a lot of likes in it, it would be beneficial for you to run one of those that would increase your likes for your page just to build it all up, because then the more people that see it when they're scrolling by will see that you have a bunch of likes on your page, and they'll be like, oh, this person must, be a really great local expert. Okay, so those types of ads are what you would want to do, and maybe Kimberly, maybe that would help changing them out a little bit, and also make sure that you're running them for long enough period of time. Okay, so I do have the team at the Modern Real Estate Agent does have a whole program for Facebook lead ads, and because of the podcast episode yesterday, it's on sale, and it's only $27 for you guys if that's something that you want. A lot of people can do this themselves for sure, but this is a step-by-step system that has videos and a swipe file of what types of ads to do, and just kind of walks you through it, because some people just need that extra help and stuff. So they do have that program that the team created, and I can post that in the comments for you guys if you want to check it out and see if maybe that's something that you'd be interested in. It's a whole entire masterclass. It might help you do that. It's really great. It's definitely a lot of the systems that I have used. And it also talks a lot about the bonus of like boosted posts, because that's a very affordable and a super, super freaking easy way to lead generate, especially if you don't feel like you're ready to do all of the ads or don't feel like you're tech savvy enough to do that. The boosted post training is really good for that too. So I'll put that link in there, and also I'll put that picture that I was telling you guys about that I used to share in, I need to see if I can find an updated one, because like I said, this one says 2018, 2019 on it, but we've used it, the same type of ad several times over the years since, like 2007. But I'm going to share that one in here because it's a really good one. And then if anybody wants a copy of my email that I sent to people who would privately message me on that post, I can send that to you. Just shoot me a message. Does anybody have any questions or anything else before we end the live today? I wish I could post the picture. I have to do it when we get off of here, but it's a really good one. It will definitely help. Okay, so Kimberly asked what my thoughts on videos on your page are. Yes, so, okay. Okay, I know you guys are gonna think this is really funny because I'm on a live right now, but I am shy. I am super introverted, unless I know you, and then I won't stop talking. So, yeah, video is the place to be for sure. And if you don't want to do it, have you thought of making videos that you're just not in? You can do videos of other stuff. And also, even Canva has Instagram story videos and also Reels. Even TikTok videos. Obviously, showing your face is the best. Like, people really want to see you and know that you're a real person. So video is going to be the best thing for you, but not everybody likes it at all. I mean, we actually have a teammate on our team who hates having her photo taken and hates any time that we want to do team photos. So it's definitely a thing. You're fine with voice. Okay. You just, I get it. So the biggest piece of advice about the video, and Sean Cochran, he's the cowboy of real estate. He says this all the time, but he's like, you just have to do it. He's like, nobody else cares. Like, nobody else is judging you like you are judging yourself. Somebody else is always going to be fatter, uglier, older. You just have to do it. Nobody cares. And Sean's awesome too. But not everybody is on it. But I will tell you, just keep practicing and just do little tiny stuff. You can always just do the videos and do your voice if you want, but start out small. The world is weird right now with everybody wanting to do video all the time and know everything that's going on. So, does anybody have any more questions about the Facebook posts and Facebook ads? I'm going to go through the comments when we jump off of here and see if there's anything I missed to answer. And then I'm going to post that Facebook ads masterclass. Like I said, it's on sale. It's only $27. You really can't beat that. And also, I'm going to post that picture. So if anybody has any questions or needs any help, just send me a message. And if we're not friends, send me a friend request because I probably won't see your message. Okay? So I will see you guys again next year in our next training. Okay? So I hope everybody has a safe and happy New Year's Eve. Bye, friends.